have a special guest on the vlog this week. This is my dad, this is Tim, and he has been helping me for the last few days. Miles has popped in for an hour.
Miles has done quite a bit as well,
He's done quite a bit. I'm always slagging him off. But yes, welcome to week 25, and we're going to do a quick run around of what we have done this week, and it has been quite a good one. So to start off with, we had our windows delivered.
It is window day. I haven't got my mics with me, so apologies if it sounds a bit rough, but we are rushing over to the house now because they said between 8 and 9, and it is now just before 8, and they're already there.
They've already been there for a bit as well.
Have they?
Yeah. They
didn't call us, so we didn't realise, but we're going over there now, and that means soon we're going to have windows.
So we have them all in here, and then the big boy, our big back door, is over there. Don't worry, it will be fitted before you can steal it. And then we have them in here as well. And excitingly, actually tomorrow they're coming to fit them. So hopefully by next weekend we'll have all of them fitted. It's a bit annoying though, because I go away next Saturday, so I think I'm only going to use some of them. But he's getting this door, and why am I doing it behind me? This door and this one definitely done tomorrow. So Dad will see it too, which is good, isn't it?
Yeah.
Very exciting.
Can't wait to see it.
So good. They are bloody heavy though. Because the other thing we've done is lay the floor. All right, so we have painstakingly spent the last 2 days getting this floor down. Yesterday was just tidying up a bit. We've got to clear the room because we've got all of our windows in it. But then we can crack on. Wish us luck. We had quite a lot of crap in here. It wasn't too bad except from the windows. Quite bad timing on my part, but you know, this is the way things go.
We've cleared the room and there's plaster all over the screen. So the scraping of boards, isn't it? It's all coming up perfectly.
So yeah, we've done it. I don't know what else to say. I'll put in some time lapses.
My dad has laid quite a few floors, but we didn't have any skirting boards to go up against, so we did come into a problem soon after this, where it was sliding underneath the plaster.
All right, so we've got all of our little slabs ready so that we can just go for it. So hopefully this next clip will be very satisfying.
It started off quite satisfying, and then we realised that it had actually slipped underneath the plaster and we had to try and wiggle it back out again. Not the easiest thing. I'd recommend putting like a block of wood there or something. It is quite tricky when you haven't got skirting boards to lean against, but you live and learn, and we ended up only cracking one little bit, but let's move on from that. If you ever come to my house, don't look for it.
We've had a few casualties, so I've sliced my finger in 2 places, so we're gonna go find some gloves and some plasters. I don't know if I've got any. Thanks, old me. I'm gonna sort this out now. Right, war wound wrapped up. We'll carry on. I think some gloves are required, right? These are really grubby as they are. I'm glad I got the plasters. You wouldn't think you need gloves for this, but you do.
So wiggling it all forward, as you can see my dad there doing the plank, meant it popped out the front one, but oh well, we move on.
All right, so we've hit the door frame, and we're just gonna nibble out the bottom of the door frame so we can go underneath it with our multi-tool glasses. Are they okay?
I can probably see more through these. I can see more through these.
Okay.
So I better have these on.
Health and safety meg reporting for duty.
I won't subject you to the multi-tool noise, but my dad is very good at this. He has done a lot of DIY in his time, so very grateful.
So then you take that out.
Nice.
And then, in theory, when you put this in, it'll just go underneath that. So.
Well, let's cut it the right length first, and then we can crack on. See if it fits, eh? I mean, not bad.
And then you just tuck it in.
Oh, I've done it right up to the line. Is that correct? It should be shorter, shouldn't it?
It should be a little bit shorter.
Okay. Tucked it up. Alright, 10mm taping off. Let's do this again. Yeah, there you go. More than 10 minutes.
Something to note, if you've got dodgy knees like me, is you're going to struggle with this. I mean, anyone is going to struggle. You can kind of see me crouching here. It's quite difficult, but you just got to grin and bear it. We did luckily have the builders here, so they helped us move these windows over. I can not tell you how long it had taken me and my dad to move them. They are so heavy, so thank you very much. Lads, they left for the day, and then we were left here all alone to crack on with this. We were racing to get done before lunch. By done, I mean up to the threshold of the door, and we just about got there, but my beans did run out.
So basically all you do is go like that
And push it in.
and turn it on. But
Yeah.
do it stop. It's probably, again, you can do it in bits, you don't have to do it in one go.
Yeah.
But it's probably easier starting here. Don't have to go right through to the other end of it, you know.
True. You're keeping it flat against it, right?
You're keeping it flat as flat as you can.
I don't have the energy for this right now.
Okay.
Only because I need some food. Sorry.
Well, if you want to stop now, stop.
No, I'm happy to carry on.
Dad took it back over from me and we got it sorted, and then we just had one line and then we could go for lunch.
We did it. We got to the end of the threshold, and that bit wasn't too bad. I ran out of beans because it is now currently 20 to 1, and we've been here since what? 9? Probably
9-ish,
actually
yeah.
working.
Something like that.
So without really stopping much. So very pleased with that. We've done almost, I mean, I'd say we're halfway through the row.
Do what time that bit.
Yeah.
And we might get to go to that today.
So excitingly, tomorrow they're fitting the back window. So the big door and the picture window is going to be done tomorrow, and we're probably going to get quite a few others done as well. So cannot wait for that. And we'll have a floor down as well, which is pretty unreal to go from no finished surfaces to finished windows. Well, nearly, we need to plaster the reveals, but finished windows nearly. A big floor. We are going to cover up the floor, we're going to clean it and cover it up, so we might not see it for a while, but we know it's under there, and that's the main thing. Alright, time for some lunch.
We probably spent a little bit too long in the pub, so it's about 2:30 at this point. We scurried on through, and then I got a call from Miles saying, "Oh, I'm done for the day, can I come over?" And we were like, "Oh yeah," and I set myself a little task to get to the end of this wall before he arrived.
So we've realised a little hack that maybe would help us the whole way through. So on this, you can like wiggle them in there, slaps it in. The problem we've come across is that we've got this in the way now. Obviously I could open this shop at the wall. So if you tap it in, like we always would, and then if you come in close, I'm lifting it slightly and then just wiggling it in there. So that's clicked in, and then I mean that worked actually. And then normally I have to tap it a little bit, but that's it. So then you're not having to like, I mean we will at some point, we don't use this as much, which is ideal. So that's a nice little hack for you.
It does look like my dad isn't doing a huge amount here, but he is laying out planks for me so I don't have to keep getting up, which is a game changer if you're doing this. So definitely try and grab a friend if you're going to try and do this together. This was when Miles showed up, and look, we were one row away, but it was a bit of a more difficult row, so didn't mind the break for a second and then crack straight back on. Again, Miles started helping with this and started doing tidying up the rest of the house. It is crazy how good it can look if you just hoover. We're on to the final slog now. And it was a lot quicker because obviously it's a much smaller length of wall, but God, I was really getting tired now, but we got through it. Doing the long length is actually fairly quick. It's always the very last corner that's a bit painful, but we got there in the end.
Give us a yay. Yay! Woo! Job's a good one.
We didn't have to cut any of them long ways. They are quite small planks if you pan down. So they're not very large if you look compared to my feet, which means that we didn't actually have to cut them. Look, this is all of my war wounds. I've also got one there, and I whacked the top of this finger as well, but I've got a blood blister under there, and I've fully sliced off a bit there. So, you know, shows I did some work. And out here is what we've been using. The trusty chop saw, I think is what it's called. Kindly lended to me by Heather from Built in Pink. So that has made the whole day a lot easier, hasn't it, Dad?
Absolutely.
Dad is very much someone who would have used one of these before for all of it, and I think
I've used one of those before.
would have if it was just you, because that's what you've done before, and I cannot imagine how long that would have taken, because the cuts took all of what, 10 seconds to do, which is brilliant. And then Dad has been doing all of the multi-tooling, so underneath the door frames and stuff like that. He's been doing that. I did just before lunch attempt it, and I was like, I haven't got the energy for this. So Dad did that one. All right, let's go upstairs to show the other exciting thing that's happened. Actually, ADHD brain, I'm going to show you this as well. So I started the vanity again, and I filled this with wood filler, and I've got like different colours to try and touch it up to make it look all right, and then I need to yacht varnish it, but God knows. But it is actually quite vital because the bathroom's nearly done. So Greg needs it all. Do you have your phone on you, Dad?
I do.
Can you get your torch out, please? We still haven't got the light well, so it's very, very dark in there. So Greg's been using a big old light, which is just here, when he's working. But yes, this is what we have. Oh yeah, there you go. It's actually attached. So look at this. We have our bathroom. We also have the floor down, which you can't see. And we have all of this, which is amazing. And look at all of that, my beautiful, beautiful tiles. So we're going to do moon white grout and no edging. But he's either going to do a little lump of grout or no grout and just some sort of caulking, and then we'll paint it blue. I'm going to get a colour match of the tile and that'll be all right. They did this, and there was a question that they asked whether we wanted it flush with the front or like flush with the lip underneath. I decided flush with the front because I just thought you then won't get drips down and it just looks a little bit more built in rather than like a separate panel. I don't know what your thoughts are on that, but I'm pretty pleased. But yeah, next week we might have a functioning bathroom. They did all the drainage downstairs as well. Let me get past this light. Past the light, turn that off. I don't know what else has happened up here, to be honest. I think that's it, isn't it? Oh, that as well.
Oh, that's the big one.
That's the big one.
Massive.
Look at that. Isn't that awesome? So, for anyone who doesn't know, we had the ceiling, look at my gammy finger. The ceiling originally was going basically to the bottom of that board, which meant that's why the curtain rails are on the architrave. But now we can put the curtain rails above the architrave. So that's a very exciting development. I don't know, they've done bits of plastering and bits and bobs as well. It has been an absolutely mad, jam-packed week. So we decided to do the vlog before the windows got fitted tomorrow. So you'll have to see that in next week's vlog because there's just too much content. There's too much going on. But yeah, I hope you had a lovely week. And I don't know how long this vlog will be now. That felt quite quick. But
well, quite a lot to do on the floor downstairs though. So when you cut the bits in about the floor downstairs, you might be
that's true.
quite a bit of it.
We've got a lot of clips.
A lot of little details on the floor. Which
so you will have seen that by now. So we've got up close and personal on that to explain some tips and tricks that we realised halfway through laying the floor. But anyway, I hope you have a great rest of your week, and please like, comment and subscribe. Pass it in here, so ding the bell, do all that stuff. And yeah, we'll see you next week. Bye.